At the meantime, the All Progressives Congress has dismissed former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's claims at a recent conference that President Bola Tinubu is bribing opposition leaders to destabilize parties in Nigeria. APC National Publicity Secretary Felix Morka, in a statement, accused Atiku of political desperation and blamed the disintegration of the People's Democratic Party on his own failures, not external interference. The APC also criticized Atiku's remarks on the judiciary, calling them ironic given his own history of using the court for political advantage. The party reminded Nigerians that during Atiku's time as vice president, the PDP oversaw some of the country's most contentious elections. The party therefore rejected claims it is behind the internal issues of opposition parties. Well, let's cross live to our Lagos studios now and speak to the National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, Felix Morka. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Morka.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay. I needed to respond to, of course, you are in the media, of course, the statement by the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar saying that APC is trying to destabilize the opposition or sponsoring some mercenaries to destabilize the opposition. How do you respond to this? Because they have accused the APC of systematically working, to eliminate opposition and establish a one-party state.
That is utterly bogus. Look, it's not enough to make headline allegations without providing any shred of evidence to substantiate those allegations. Now, some of the claims virtually all the claims actually made by the former vice president on this matter, I just make conjecture. He's making excuses for the failure of his party to get its acts together. The PDP is imploding. That is, clear to everyone. It's imploding not because of APC or what APC is doing or has done. Matter of fact, APC is doing nothing. We're busy minding our business and worrying about our own matters, sorting out our own internal issues, building cohesion, and preparing for whatever contests that may come. The PDP should do the same. They should focus on their internal problems. But unfortunately, Atiku Abubakar and all of those in the PDP prefer to simply point fingers, busy themselves, accusing the APC of attempting to destabilize the PDP and the opposition parties for that matter. We are doing no such thing. Look, only very bad workmen blame the tools. In this instance, the PDP has proven completely unable, utterly incompetent to manage their own internal affairs. How then do they begin, as they do, to tout themselves capable of governing Nigeria when they cannot even manage their own very little, small internal issues? Look, the former vice president is an elder statesman. When you come out to make allegations, you should back it up with evidence. We expect so much more from Alhaji Atiku Abubakar than what we're saying. So it's really, pitiful that himself and others with him, Peter Obi, and unfortunately, for that matter, our dear, friend El Rufai would make comments that suggest that the APC is doing something untoward towards destabilizing the PDP or, the Labour Party or other political parties. We're doing no such thing. I think we are just doing the job that we were established to do, and that is, bidding for the future and inspiring Nigerians to support our position.
With the factions and internal crisis in the opposition party, because some have also accused your party of benefiting from a weak opposition rather than outrightly suppressing it. So what step is your party taking to ensure a healthy political competition rather than dominance?
Look, are we supposed to go into to decide who should be chairman of the PDP? Or to decide on internal matters? Are we supposed to go in there, break through the door and help the PDP, think through its internal issues or help them sort it out? That's not our charge. It's not our responsibility to, govern the PDP. We're busy enough and we have enough to do governing ourselves. I mean, it's a challenge for us as well to, keep our house in order. They should do the same. We're not established to manage the opposition. Our job is to manage ourselves and offer ourselves to Nigerians and to seek their support as we strive to, form, the government at whatever level where an election is conducted. Look, let me say this. Atiku Abubakar has been contesting for the office of president for a very long time. He's, Nigeria's longest, I think, contestant for that office. Now, at some point, Mr. Atiku has to realize that, yes, democracy is about winning elections, but democracy is also about the willingness to abide by the decision of the electorate. So when they have told you repeatedly that they do not want you as president, you may contest, that's your democratic freedom. But when you lose, you shouldn't, turn the country upside down because you've lost. Nigeria's democracy is by far stronger and more important than the, the unbridled ambition or desperation of one individual. And I think that he needs to get a perspective on this matter.
Okay, I mean, if you were to see, or will I say, meet with the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar directly, what would be your message regarding these allegations? Because they have said that your party has continued to benefit from weaker opposition party in Nigeria.
Again, that is just a suggestion by Alhaji Abubakar. He is not speaking from any knowledge of anything the APC, my party, has done. We have done nothing, as I said, to, I think, give any reason for Atiku or anybody else to be concerned about our interface with the opposition. Right now we are in the calm political season. The hot season has yet to start. But I think that, Mr. Abubakar is simply setting the stage for, what I think is his own projection of failure, in the future. His party is in crisis. The only thing that Mr. Abubakar needs to be doing, Alhaji Abubakar needs to be doing right now, is to, fix his house, put his house in order. But under his watch, the PDP is imploding. I mean, look at the recent mess going on with the Office of National Secretary of that party. It's a mess. He needs to be cleaning up, not making allegations that are without any shred of evidence. So, if I were to meet Mr. Abubakar tomorrow, which, of course, I'll be delighted to meet with him, I'll simply say to him, look, he was a former vice president. We respect that office. He's an elder statesman. We respect that, status. But he should conduct himself, I think, in accordance with the prestige of his former office and with his position as an elder statesman. He shouldn't be caught peddling rumors as he did recently, suggesting that, the president or somebody in APC or people in APC were paying off the opposition. Nobody's paying off anybody. If you say that, that's almost a criminal allegation. You should actually back it up with evidence. You shouldn't just make headlines because it's easy to say. You should, in fact, support that claim or allegation with evidence. And he hasn't done so. So we don't take that seriously.
So you are clarifying that allegation is not true, that, the president paid 50 million naira to, some members of the opposition party to disrupt the party. So you are saying it is not true?
Of course it's not true. Now, let me say this. If Alhaji Abubakar had evidence that any money was paid to any citizen in the opposition, system, especially if those members who were paid are of the PDP stock, I would expect, Alhaji Abubakar to name his own party officials who received those payments. And then by naming them, we can begin to unravel who paid them and, why they were paid. But I can tell you categorically that the president is extremely busy, occupied, governing Nigeria pursuant to his mandate, and does not have the time to, focus on the pettiness that Alhaji Abubakar is suggesting that he may be engaged in. And nobody in my party, for that matter, is paying any money, whether 50 million naira or any sum of money to anybody in the opposition. Why would we pay them? We are working on ourselves to be ready for any contest that is to come. So whatever money we have, we want to keep to, apply democratically towards promoting our cause and persuading Nigerians to support our party, not to give it to anybody in the opposition who, what are they going to do for us anyways? So we have no interest in that. And Alhaji Abubakar should be, I think, advised to quit this rumor peddling that's unbefitting of his standing as a former vice president and as an elder statesman.
What a good place to leave the conversation for now. Felix Morka is National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. Thank you for your time on Newsnight.